everyone, this is my first video, whoa, and I'm going to be doing a high school advice video. My name is Danny, and I've actually tried to film this video like 3 times before, but my camera has just been having some issues, so I'm filming this on my phone now, and hopefully I won't have any issues with this video. So I'm doing a high school advice video, and I guess a little background is I go to a public school and I'm going into my junior year, so basically I can give you advice based off what I know from freshman and sophomore year and like upperclassmen I've talked to. And I'm probably going to leave this video like mostly unedited because, I don't know, like with my other videos it's just been quite the bother. So let's just get started. So I wrote everything down that I wanted to cover, like common fears, classes, social life / partying, and like the overall. So common fears with going into high school. I know when I was going into high school, I was really afraid of upperclassmen, and my brother was a senior when I was going into high school, and he was like, oh, I'm going to throw pennies at you, all my friends are going to throw pennies at you, they're going to shove you into lockers. That did not happen. Okay, I did not get a single penny thrown at me, I did not get shoved into a single locker. That doesn't happen, and in every high school advice video I've seen, they've said that doesn't happen. So honestly, don't be afraid. And if that does happen to you, like, actually, what the frick? Because those people are probably just, like, losers that have no friends, so you're already better than them. But honestly, it, like, doesn't happen. It's, like, non-existent. So don't even worry. And most of the upperclassmen I know are really nice. Like, I don't know. I don't think making fun of freshmen, like, to an intense amount, is, like, existent anymore. Like, obviously, they'll, like, poke fun at you and be like, oh, freshman, but they won't be like, oh, you're a fucking loser. No, that doesn't happen. So, like, don't even worry. Most of them are pretty nice. Like, if you need help, you can go and ask them. Ask someone that looks nice, and they'll most likely help you. Finding classes is really scary when you're a freshman. At least it was really scary for me. I remember walking around on my first day of school and being like, where the heck is all my classes? So definitely what to help you with that is, if you can, maybe the day before, like when you get your schedule, walk around the school and like walk your schedule, walk to where each one of your classes are, and that'll help a lot. Also, if you're during your passing period and you're trying to find your class and you can't find it, you can go up. Most teachers will be standing in the hallway. You can go up and ask a teacher. You can ask an upperclassman. They'll be nice. And they will most likely know where your class is. And I know for, like, the first week of high school, at least at my school, if you showed up late to, like, a class, like, by, like, a minute or two, they wouldn't, like, be mad at you or, like, make you go get a pass because it's the first week and you're trying to find your classes. But, like, after that first week, you definitely want to, get your classes in check. So honestly, just walk your schedule, ask people if you really don't know where it is, maybe get a map and look at a map. And a lot of people are like, don't be the freshman that look down at the map while walking through the hallways. You know what? If you have to be that freshman, be that freshman. You want to show up to your classes, so if you have to, do it. Or what also is really helpful is setting it as your phone background, setting your schedule as your phone background, or like setting a school map as your phone background. So that could also help. And also, like, something that does come with finding classes is like embarrassing moments. I've walked into the wrong classroom before, but you know what? Everyone does it at least once. Everyone has embarrassing moments like these during high school. I remember when I walked into the wrong classroom. This was last year. This was like at the end of the year last year. And when I walked into the wrong classroom, I walked in, I was just like, and then I turned around immediately, tried to walk out, but I like face planted into the door, and it was such a mess, and then I got out, and I was like, oh my god, and I walked to my class, and honestly, after 5 seconds, it was fine, and no one even mentioned it to me, so you're good if you do, because like everyone does it, and it's not even a big deal. Just stay silent, or walk out, or just be like, whoops, and walk out, you're fine. I've actually done it like 3 times before, but you know. Also, what else could be embarrassing is like, tripping up or down the stairs, I've definitely done it. I tripped up the stairs once and I turned around to everyone and everyone saw it and I was like, just pretend like you didn't see that. And everyone laughed and it was fine. So if you can come up with like a little comeback or something on the spot, that's great. Or honestly, just don't worry about it. If you have an embarrassing moment, chances are at least like a handful of other people have done it, and it'll be no big deal. Like, most people won't even look a second time, you know? It's fine. Making friends. I was really worried about making friends because I had no friends. My freshman year, actually all freshman year, I didn't have any friends, and that's because I did it wrong. Like, I didn't do things I should do to make friends. Honestly, what I can say about this is definitely get involved with things. Like, if you see a club or a sport that you want to do it because you'll make friends. And I know a lot of people on their, like, team sports say that, like, their team members are their family. So, you know, there you go. Getting involved with things is good. Also, you can just, like, lean over to the person next to you in class and just be straight up. Hi, my name is so-and-so. Who are you? I like your top. Do you get this? Can you show me how to do this? You know, form some friendships. If talking really isn't your forte, definitely get involved with things then, because then you'll meet people like yourself and it'll be easier to talk. And definitely if like a person invites you someplace, don't turn it down unless you literally think you're gonna like faint if you go out of scaredness. Don't turn it down because it could end up being really fun and you could end up with having a lot of friends. That's why I got friends. Like, for my sophomore year, I went to an event and I didn't know like half the people there, but now they're my best friends. So yeah, I'll get into like classes now. With your classes and your grades, definitely try your hardest, because during my freshman and sophomore year, I didn't try very hard, and now my GPA isn't where I'd like it to be to get into the college I want to go to. And honestly, your GPA, like, point something, I just burped, what is, point something of a point could definitely make a difference. Like, I've known one person actually that missed like a $6,000 scholarship. No, it was like 15,000. Yeah, it was like $15,000 worth of scholarship to this different to this college, and they missed being able to get that scholarship by point like 16th of their GPA. They missed it by that little percent. So everything counts. Definitely do your homework, because you may think it's worthless, you may think I don't need all this homework, it's unnecessary, but it really drills it into your brain and makes you understand the concept. Unless you're doing homework like aimlessly and you're like, I don't know how to do this, but I'm still gonna do it. No, definitely figure out how to do it. Also, study, even if you think you know it. Study for 10 minutes. If you can study for 10 minutes, that'll honestly make so much more of a difference than if you don't study at all. What I can say is really try, because in the long run, it'll really count. Believe me, I've made the mistakes of not trying. Try your best, please. But also, know your limits, know what you can handle. If you're taking, like, 5 AP classes and you know you won't be able to handle that, then don't do it. Get out as soon as possible. But if you are taking, like, 5 AP classes and you're like, you know what, I think I can do this, then do it. Because it can turn out to be a really good thing for you. But definitely what I want to say about this is try your hardest. It'll make a difference, I promise. Even if you think it's stupid, even if you're like, grades don't matter, yes they do. Just try and know what you can handle. I guess for social life and partying, I'll start with partying. I don't really go to parties, so, like, I'm a freaking weirdo. I don't go to parties. And I think in high school there definitely is that definitive line between popular kids and non-popular kids. But seeing popular kids, the group popular kids, isn't negative, because, like, a lot of them are really nice. Some of them aren't, but a lot of them are really nice, and, like, they'll talk to you. They're good people, but there definitely is that definitive line. There definitely is that popular group that all hangs out with each other. But they're not mean. It's not like the movies. High school is not like the movies at all. Can I just say that? If you're going in expecting it to be like the movies, you will get not a rude awakening, but maybe you'll get a sigh of relief. But there definitely is that definitive line between popular people and non-popular people, and usually the popular people do go to parties, and if you're in that popular group, good, go to parties if you want to, and if you want to drink and do drugs, you know what, go ahead, it is your choice, it is your life. But what I want to say is, don't be stupid. Don't be fucking stupid, okay? Do not drink and drive. Do not get in a car with a drunk driver. Like, you don't understand. People die from this all the time. You yourself may not die, but you will crash into, like, a nice little family going home from a family party, and they'll be dead, and you'll have that on your conscience forever. Do not drink and drive. Do not get into the car with a drunk driver. Don't drink to the point where you pass out and you get alcohol poisoning and you die. Honestly, be smart. Don't be stupid. And if you want to do drugs, like, I don't know, like, the controversy between, like, weed and stuff like that, in my opinion, it's not that bad of a thing. I don't smoke weed, but I don't think it's that bad of a thing. So if you want to do that, you know, in my opinion, go ahead. But, like, don't be doing cocaine or, like, heroin. There's, like, a huge heroin epidemic in my town, and, like, a ton of people have died from it, and it's really tragic, and it's really not worth it. If someone's sitting there and going, hey, I have heroin, me and my friends are about to go try some, you want to come with? Say no. It's so easy to just say no. Just say no. And if they're like, come on, man, don't be a loser, come do it. Honestly, fuck them. Just flick them off and walk away because you don't need them. Those are not the people you want in your life, trust me. Don't be stupid, basically. Also, I don't know how to put this. Don't try to be popular. Why I'm saying this is because I remember, like, in 8th grade, I was like, wow, freshman year, I'm gonna really try to be popular. That is not me. I looked at those girls, and they acted in such, like, a different way that just wasn't my personality. Not, like, they don't have, like, a bad personality at all. Like, I'm not saying that. They're fine, but it just wasn't my personality. It wasn't the way that I acted. So it felt weird to, like, change my ways to get into that group, and I'm not in that group now, and honestly, I'm really happy not being in that group. So what I want to say is don't try to shoot for a certain group. Like, you can say this about anything. Like, maybe you want to be part of, like, the theater kids. Don't try to shoot for a specific group. Just be yourself, and you will fall into a group. Except, like, I don't even think there really is groups. You'll just fall in with a group of friends that make you happy and that you're like. Don't shoot for anything. Just be yourself, really, because you will be happy with. We're gonna pretend like that never happened. Because you will be happy with the end result, I promise. But, like, I know people that are like, I'm gonna try to be popular, and then they go out and they do things that are completely stupid and aren't like themselves, and then they're not happy. So just be yourself, really. And I guess what I want to say, finally, is have a good time. A ton of people say high school sucks, high school was the worst years of my life. That's so negative. Like, don't think like that. High school can be a really good time if you put yourself out there and you make it a good time for yourself. And then a lot of people think, oh, these are going to be the best 4 years of my life. These are going to be my glory days. And honestly, if that's like your expectations for high school, then you're not going to have a very bright future afterwards, probably. I really don't think high school will be your glory days. Like, yeah, they can be a fun time in your life, but don't expect them to be like your glory days, because in most cases I know, the people who were like the big shots in high school in the glory days didn't have a very great future afterwards. Have a good time. Get involved. Make friends. You know, keep an open mind to everything. Don't be closed-minded. Don't be like a bitch. Don't be mean. Don't be like stuck up and like think you're like a bad bitch that's better than everyone. Like you can think you're a bad bitch, but like don't be closed-minded to different people. Don't be like you're a loser, you're a loser. Don't be one of those people. Just have a good time. If you're open-minded, you take everything in no matter what it is, you're happy. I can do a whole different subject on like how to be happy and stuff like that because, you know. But like try to be happy, be positive, let things come into your life. Don't go into it thinking it is going to be a specific thing because it can take a completely different turn. Have fun with it. Have fun with it, honestly. And if you're not having a fun time with high school, do the steps you need to take to start having a good time. And a good time is different for everyone. What I basically think a good time is not necessarily like going out and partying every weekend. Nothing wrong with that if you do want to do that. Like, I'm not judgmental. Even though I just called, like, the people who, like, drink and drive stupid. But they are stupid. What I basically think a good time is laughing, making good friends, making good memories, getting involved, you know. And know that, I know grades can be really hard for people. Like, they're a little hard for me. Know that your grades do not define you. Your grades do not define you as a person. Just remember that. That's a good thing to keep in your head. Also, have fun. Just have as much fun as you can. High school will be fun. It'll have its ups and its downs, but mostly if you're having a down, make an up. Change your aspect. Change the way you think to make it an up time. That sounds weird. Like, just be positive and take the steps you need to take to make it a good time. Basically, with that, I want to say good luck to all the incoming freshmen. You'll have a good time. Basically, follow this advice if you want. If you don't want to, it's cool. You don't have to. But, I hope you have a good time. And thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.